Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ila Pachauri, co-founder MCube. I welcome you all along with my partner Ekta Segal Malhotra for our third episode of Leadership Series. And today we have our speaker, Brigadier Vinod Datta, who will be talking about the role of mothers in creating leaders or shaping leaders. So without much ado, I hand it over to Brigadier Datta so that he can take us through the route of creating great mothers for creating great leaders for our future. Over to you, Brigadier Datta. Welcome.
Thank you, Ila. Good evening, everybody. And it is a great pleasure to be interacting, this being the third episode on leadership. So we started our leadership, sessions or the campaign with the leadership per se. That was the first session. And then we graduated to the adaptive leadership, which is the flavor of the day, and it is the need of need of the hour, where we have to be, adaptive, so as to survive and show our presence in this VUCA world. And now, taking this series further, today we are going to be discussing a very important aspect about the role of mothers in shaping leaders. And let me tell you one thing, she is one institution, and I repeat, she is one institution which is shaping the leaders right from the cradle days to the zenith days of any individual. And you see, I have no qualms in telling that, why one's country, one's state, one's village, or whatever is called motherland. You see, it could have been called fatherland, it could have been called uncle land or something, but why it is called motherland, or why Bharat is called Bharat Mata, the answer is simple and straight. There are two reasons. Firstly, it is only a mother who has that power, or when I say mother, I also include the ladies, that they can, they can create किसी चीज का अगर वो सृजन कोई कर सकता है तो वो एक माँ है. And second is this country is called Bharat Mata purely out of reverence, because we are such a country with so much of rich heritage that not only the living beings, even the rivers, and even anything which co-creates is referred or revered as a mother. So now I'll be sharing a small presentation, and so that we you just give me the rights, Ekta, to share. Yeah. Okay, so we will go through this journey of a role of mothers in shaping leaders. What is mother? You see, this is one term which the moment we are born, we develop such an intimacy that the bonding between the child and the mother is unexplained. A mother, she is a beautiful. I'll just minimize this because some of you may not be able. Yeah, she is beautiful, softened at edges and tempered with spine of steel. And some of the examples, of course, all mothers, they enjoy the same status and the platform and the pedestal. Rani Lakshmi Bai, if she could tie her son Gangadhar Rao on the back and fight the Britishers and give her life in the battlefield, It shows, yes, she had spine of steel. Jijabai. You see, these are some of the names, and it is said that when Jijabai had decided to conceive a child, she had decided the purpose of that child much before Shivaji was conceived. So that is the kind of vision and the kind of uh, framework you should have for your children. And that's why they say, you see, when the mothers are carrying or they are in the stage of pregnancy, that's why they say you must read good, you must eat well, you must eat good, so that the child has that kind of reflection once he comes to the world. Now, there is a thinking in our society that the girls are brought up to be perfect and boys as brave. Of course, this gap is now, bridging closer, because there's hardly any difference between a boy and a girl. But yes, definitely, the girls have that kind of edge that whatever they always do it with a kosher finish, and they have that kind of elegance and elan in whatever they are doing. And the boys, they are brave, yet they are not closer to perfection. Lincoln had said, whatever I am today, it is because of my mother. So you can imagine the leaders of such stature, what respect and reverence they have for their mothers. And a mother has a talent and inner light. And she does not allow her distractions with tappings of fame. You see, इस दुनिया में केवल दो ही लोग हैं, एक मदर या पेरेंट्स और दूसरे टीचर्स, who become very happy or who enjoy your success in the right earnest. And mothers have innate ability to navigate to new territories. And this is an offshoot of adaptive leadership, because she is the one who can adapt to any circumstance. And जैसा शास्त्रों में कहा गया है कि पुत्री पवित्र किए कुल दो. A girl purifies two families, where she is born, and the second family is where she's married. You see, if you tell anybody or any boy or any other person to even change the bedroom or change the living room, he will have a lot of reservations and discomfort. But imagine a girl who's of 18, 19, 20 or whatever age, she coolly one day decides and leaves the house to flourish in some other family, and she adopts that family. उसकी सारी रवायतें, उसके सारे traditions उनको follow करती है, and the day they say कि वो डोली में जाती है और अर्थी में ही वहां से विदा होती है. Now, leadership nuances. I mean, we have been there are volumes and volumes of this, so we'll just browse through so that we can template how a mother can shape the leaders. Leadership is a diverse process which has different significance for different individuals. So, it is a prism from where you can see n number of colors. So it depends what color you want to relish, what color you want to enjoy, and what color you want to don. Some of the main characteristics of a leader are interpersonal skills. It maintains good relationship. It maintains good relationship. You see, mother is the best example of interpersonal skills. The lateral and the horizontal and the vertical relationship. She knows how to balance them. She is an ideal person for communication skills. She's a good listener and a good speaker. You must have seen that she's the punch bag for the entire family. If I have any issues with my child, I'm going to tell the mother of the child that, look at him. He doesn't even understand what I'm telling. He doesn't realize that what kind of world he's going to face. And when the mother conveys the same thing to the child, she is going to, garnish that communication in such a manner that she is going to digest certain conversation. She's going to digest some portion of the communication and is going to communicate only the relevant thing which is required as a positive stroke to improve his personality, to improve him as a leader. And similarly, the child is also going to tell the mother, and the conversation is meant to the father to be communicated to him that, one example can be, my father doesn't even know which world is he living. He's outdated. He doesn't know the nuances of the world. And the mother is again going to observe something and only communicate what is relevant. So this kind of balance which she makes, that is very important. That's why she is a communication skill expert. Values. The respect the group without favoritism. When I say group, means the family. You see, she has the values. And she is, you see, a lady is 9 times, that's why, a lady is 9 times more stronger emotionally and biologically. And it has been proven by scientific reports. She has imbibed the values of 2 good families. So it is always, a double value system which she is donning. And without any favoritism, like if there are 4 kids in the family or there are other relatives, she is going to, balance everything in such a manner that none of them gets neglected and none of them get unduly favored. So that is the kind of value system she is going to give, and she is going to implement, so that in the leadership parlance, it is basically parity for everybody, or only showing favoritism on the merits of the case and not on any other reason. Then organizational consciousness. It is one of the leadership imperatives that you are conscious about the organization. जिस भी इदारे, जिस organization, जिस department के साथ आप जुड़े हुए हैं, and you break barriers to achieve the goals, because you have to literally reach out. If you are in your comfort zone, I am afraid you are not going to get what you are desiring. So you have to break the barriers, and she is the right person who teaches all the children that how you must look at the world, what are the challenges in front of you, how you have to break those barriers to achieve the terminal objectives or the goals which you have set. Confidence. Confidence is a very important landmark in a leader's life. There are leaders I have seen, in fact, you cannot even term them as leaders. They are calm, cool, and clueless. But what you require is calm, cool, and confident leaders. Those who can make a dent. Those, you see, a mother is like a nariyal, that coconut you must have seen. She has got a tough exterior, but a heart which is very soft. So that is the kind of outer core a mother has, and it is basically to teach the kids, to teach the family members that yes, I can take on all these issues, and you are going to be taught the hard lessons in the manner, how that coconut looks. Creativity skills. You see, it is said that a mother can create 3 things out of nothing. And these things are, a salad or a food if there is nothing at the home. a dress out of nothing, and she can create the balance in the family, which other members cannot do it. I want to tell you, you see, the epicenter of the family values is the mother. And I have seen n number of houses till such time the mother was there, she act, or she was, holding the entire family like an anchor. And when she was not there, the house collapsed like a, card of, card of houses. I have seen it very intimately. So the kind of innovative ideas, the kind of problem-solving mindset she has is worth emulating. And the children, they do learn it. And achieving results, accomplish the goals by motivating the workforce. That is the primary role of a leader, because leader is a person who has that kind of charisma, which motivates people to do the job in the right direction at the right time and to get the right results. Now, women tend to have higher emotional intelligence than men, an important trait of a successful leader. I mean, there is no debate on this. It is a universal truth. It has been accepted. And that's why I told you a woman is 9 times more stronger than a person. She has more emotional intelligence and emotional strength. And that's why it is called, that's why, Devi Durga has got 9 avatars, which shows the 9 powers the woman enjoys. More women in the board enable a more thorough and comprehensive decision making. You see, if you see in a family, I always use this terminology of a family democracy. It is the mother who initiates the kids into decision making, and decision making is very important. You see, there was a study which was carried out by of the senior CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, where it was, it was very glaring that most of the CEOs who could take strategic decisions sometimes failed at operational and tactical decisions because they did not participate in the family democracy, or they were not initiated in decision making when they were kids. Now, you see, the first bond of emotional attachment. As I told you earlier, Jijabai had decided before the birth of Shivaji what kind of child she wants to give birth. So that is the kind of vision you should have. It is the primary care and the growth of a child in first 5 years is to the tune of 75%. That's why, if you remember, that earlier the admission age in class 1 was 5 years. And it is not any auspicious number or any ballpark, a figure which has been taken. It was decided that yes, for 5 years, the child is learning from the mother the nuances, the the finest qualities of leadership from the mother, and the child is most close to the mother. And the best example of love at first sight is between the mother and the child. The moment a child is born, you see that bonding is there. When the life begins in the womb, you could see, you must have heard, our mothers, our sisters, telling that, yes, I can see the movement of the child. I can feel it. So the moment the child is born, and especially in the case of, first-time mother, you see the bond. And the way the mother looks at the child, and the child, starts recognizing mother from the aroma, from the fragrance of the mother. He can or she can recognize, yes, she is my mother. So that is the best example of love at first sight. The first link for the child bonding starts then. And the mother is the best cheerleader. I mean, there is no denying fact that yes, she is the best cheerleader as far as the success, as far as how the child grows, how the child is shaping as a leader. And she at times is admonishing you also. Like one of the examples I'll give you. When she's working in the kitchen, the child is there. She knows now the child is naughty. Just to make him realize, on one of that, the tawa or this thing which is hot, when it is not so hot, she will make the child touch that tawa. It is not, by no stretch of imagination, she's trying to harm the child. She's basically initiating the child that, yes, these are the barriers you should stay away from so that you don't harm yourself. And mom is like a K2 mountain. Aapne suna hoga K2 mountain. She is a reservoir of kindness and knowledge. Now, teaching trust and security, you can learn from mother. The mother, teaches the child to be trustworthy. And the best example of trust is, you must have seen, when the mother picks up the child and she throws the child up in the air, the child goes up happily and comes down giggling because the child knows, जिस माँ ने मुझे ऊपर अभी उछाला है, 200% she is going to catch me. And he goes happily and comes down giggling. That is the kind of trust. These exercises are basically done to inculcate that habit of trust and to make him trustworthy as far as the society is concerned. Then if he can trust, he will be a confident child, or he is going to be a confident leader, which means in life, you require two important things. First is the character, and the offshoot of good character is a good career, and thereof you will be a good leader. Now, empathy and patience. This is another aspect which a child learns from the mother. And as a leader, if you don't have empathy, if you don't have, if you can't make out that what others are going through, I'm afraid you will not be a leader. Because as a leader, you are supposed to be knowing the kind of challenges which your subordinates have, the kind of challenges which your team has. As a leader, you cannot divorce yourself from all those challenges. You cannot say कि मैं गाड़ी में बैठने के लिए, एयर कंडीशन कार में बैठने के लिए तो लीडर हूं, लेकिन जब challenges आए, then I am not a leader. So you have to be sensitive with the others' needs. And mother is the epitome of empathy. She understands the problems of every child. You see, if there are 4 kids in a family, एक ही तरह की परवरिश उन्हें मिली है, एक ही तरह का खाना पीना मिला है, एक ही तरह की उनको जो सुविधाएं हैं वो मुहैया कराई गई हैं, लेकिन फिर भी जो 4 बच्चे होते हैं, they are 4 different personalities. And by no stretch of imagination, anyone has been fed less or been given facilities which are lesser by any stretch of imagination. But yes, they are all different. So the mother understands the empathetic way of every child. And when I say child, if you template it in leadership nuances, it is your subordinates. शास्त्रों में कहा गया है, धीरज, धर्म, मित्र और नारी. Dhiraj, patience. patience is one of the most imperative of leadership. Because if you are not patient, I mean, I'm sure you will not be able to achieve what you are dreaming. Dharam, have faith in religion. A mother, after doing everything, or before even you have got up, she has already done puja. And that's why it is said, Dheeraj, patience, dharam, religion, mitra. Most of the mothers are friends of the kids. They they are confident. The kids go and confide in their mothers. They may not be very interactive with the father, but yes, definitely they go and confide in mother. So she is the best friend. And it says, Dheeraj, Dharma, Mitra or Nari, Apatikal Parakhiya Chari. Whenever you are in crisis, please try these things. And please note, इसमें कहीं कोई चाचा, ताऊ, पिताजी इन सब का नाम नहीं है. So it has been found from time immemorial that it is the mother or Nari in whatever roop, in whatever form she's there, she's the reservoir of patience. She is the, where everybody can go and confide and still get a solution. She is the ocean of virtue, of twin virtues of patience and faith. I have just discussed you. She has tremendous amount of patience. She is the first one to get up in the morning. She is the last one to secure the kitchen. She has already seen what the requirements are. She knows she has that kind of vision. She's kind and caring attitude. She has that kind of attitude which is kind and caring. And that's why they say, you see, mothers are like Annapurna in kitchen. They are caring with the kids. They are considerate with parents. They are cerebral at work, and they are celebrated everywhere. That is the definition of a modern mother, or the mother of contemporary times. Now, a leader demonstrates patience in waiting for the desired outcome. If there is one thing we all know about mothers, is that they can demonstrate a great amount of patience, and with good reason. I told you, nobody has that kind of patience. Raising a child is hardly a textbook affair. And that's why it is said, and you must have heard this saying in your families, कि बेटे तुमको माँ की अहमियत अभी पता नहीं लगेगी. You will only know the importance of mother when you yourself become, mothers or parents. Then only you will realize what can be done, or what she has done to you. Sometimes this is a result of child not doing what they are told. Other times it can be a child getting sick on the day you have a big presentation to give at work. It is only the patience that she's looking after the household chores. She's attending all kind of jobs in the house. She is working. When she comes back, she's looking after an ailing child who's cranky because of the illness, but with calm, cool, collected, and aplomb disposition, she's able to discharge her duties in an excellent manner, which is imperative, or which is very important vertical of leadership. And with, if you template, if you see the red lines in the businesses, the regularly focusing on creating and meeting quarterly forecasts, it's easy to show less patience or interest in efforts that require more long-term thinking and management. You see her vision. She's thinking. You must have seen a very common phenomenon. If a child is to get married, she will, आपने देखा होगा जब वो चिड़िया घोंसला बनाती है, she starts collecting, some kind of utensils, some kind of dresses, some kind of saris, so that at the last minute, there is no burden on the family. That is called vision that is called strategic thinking, strategic vision. And that you can learn from the mother. And yet, mothers exemplify so well through their actions. The best things to do comes to those who wait. Patience is the flavor of the day. She is the epitome of teamwork. And let me tell you, whether you are in a family, whether you are in your business, whether you are doing any job, you have to be a good team member. And this you can learn from your mother, and she knows how to, task all the team members in the family. She knows which child can do what, which child has got what kind of talent. And keeping the family together is teamwork. And that is the time a child gets initiated how to live in a team, how to work in a team, how to share things. And that is very important. Sacrifice. You see, the sacrifice is synonymous to a mother. And I'll just give you an example. There was a guy who was a CEO of a company. And usne, one day he told his mother, कि तुमने मेरे लिए किया क्या है? And the mother, when he came, she put a bucket of water on his bed. And when he came, he got furious. He says, "What have you done?" He says, "Oh, galti se ho gaya, koi baat nahi." He says, "Why don't you sleep?" He says, "I can't sleep." He says, "Try to sleep. I'll have it replaced." The point which mother was trying to drive home was that you have got upset by sleeping on this wet bed for one day. I have slept for years and years on wet bed to make you comfortable, to let you have a good sleep so that you can remain healthy. So that is the kind of sacrifice a mother does. Mother's sacrifice, is to make you leaders. It is basically to shape you in such a mold that you can rub shoulders with others and do well in life. And a mother can't have it all. She has a choice between doing justice to multiple relationships. It can be in the form of a daughter, mother, daughter-in-law, sister, and various other, nuance or relationship, which, focuses or which revolves around her. A leader encourages their team to be self-sufficient. So it is a mother who's encouraging the entire family to be self-sufficient. She doesn't want anything. She's there to give you. While much has been written about the material instinct to care and protect the young, mothers are also very adept at encouraging their children to become more self-sufficient as they grow up. और ये विधि का विधान है, क्योंकि जब परिंदे बड़े हो जाते हैं तो वो घर को नहीं आते, घोंसला छोड़ के चले जाते हैं. And it is a very important decision for a mother. And when we were young, we used to always, when we were going back to work, we would see a mother crying. At that time we could not relate it. Today when we have our kids, then we realize how hollow she feels, that the child which she has shaped into such a good leader is no longer with her. One need only look at how mothers go for taking care of their children's laundry, to asking them to clean up their rooms, to appreciate the willingness mothers have to see their children embrace the tasks they used to do, their kids, as they mature from small children to young adults. She initiates them in mundane jobs, which is very important. You see, the first thing what you should do is making the bed. And that is very, very important. In good old days, if you see in villages, you see there were no double beds or the box beds which are there. We used to have those manjis and charpais or khaats. And the ritual was that in the morning, all those beds उनको खड़ा कर दिया जाता था. The bed was folded after neatly folding them, so that you don't go and sit. You are supposed to be doing work. Although the general definition of a leader is someone others follow, the fact is to be a true leader means developing your team members so that over time they will no longer need your direct support. She is training those kids to be self-sufficient, to go and rub shoulders in the society so that they don't have to look back. Positive attitudes. I mean, there can be no teacher better than a mother who has positive attitude. The repeated positive behaviors ensure success. And she keeps telling you every day, she keeps telling you repeatedly in a positive manner so that you succeed. And that's why it is said positive behaviors ensure success. आपने दो शब्द बड़े अच्छे सुने होंगे, कपूत वर्सेस कुमाता. आपने कपूत देखे होंगे लेकिन कुमाता नहीं देखी होगी. I'll tell you a small story. You see, there was again a very successful person, and he was very, proud of his looks and status which he enjoyed. And his mother, he never took her, or he was always ashamed that his mother, she had only one eye. And since he had worked very hard, one day he had gone to the family, eye surgeon and said, I'm having trouble with my eyes. So the doctor said, yes, you have driven yourself very hard, but since it is a transplanted eye, क्योंकि ये आपकी आंख कहीं से लगाई है, इसलिए ये बहुत ज्यादा आपका साथ नहीं दे पाएगी. So he was surprised. He says, is it not my original eye? He says, no, you were born with a defective eye, and it was your mother who donated one eye so that you can look at the world with brightness, you can look at the success, you can look at the world with more color, and you can enjoy. And that is the time, he realized, how beautiful that mother was. So one has to, you must have seen, hard work. It is a mother who's teaching all the children and who sees and celebrate everything. You must have seen the relationship between wood and water. आपने देखा होगा कि कई बार जो लकड़ी है वो कभी पानी में डूबती नहीं है. उसका एक कारण, मूल कारण ये है कि जिस बंदे ने या जिस माँ ने आपको पानी से सींचा है, वो उस लकड़ी को कभी डूबने नहीं देगी. She will always enjoy and seeing you prosper, and that is her biggest wealth. Mom is a persuasive advocate. She will convince you that beta ye theek hai, ye theek nahi hai. She has an unwavering supporter of yours. She will support you during thick and thin. And I just gave you an example of that one-eyed mom. A leader knows how to inspire others. You see, you should be able to inspire others. Like mothers, it's not enough for leaders to simply make sure their employees get day's work done. You see, I recall whenever I used to go and visit my village, my grandmother used to, the cook used to make a whole lot of rotis. So when I was slightly, older, I told my grandmother, I said, why do you make, we are just 3-4 of us who has to eat, and you make so much of rotis and so much of khana. So she didn't answer. Again, I asked her. Then she told me कि यहाँ इतने लोग काम करते हैं, ये इतना बड़ा घर है, वो किसी उम्मीद से आते हैं, तो उनके लिए खाना भी नहीं होना चाहिए. Second thing she told me was, and which I still remember, कि इस we are zamindar of this area, क्या किसी और के कहने पे इतने लोग आधी रात को आ जाएंगे यहाँ काम करने के लिए? I said no. Then she said, is it not my duty to look after them as child, so that they can eat well. And those words are still embedded in my mind. So there is a reason why the celebration of mothers everywhere happens, but once a year, as mothers don't make the effort to sacrifice, they do with expectations. So this is a concept which has, just started. They don't do it out of hope of garnering titles or awards to adorn the mental, to show the world how great mom they are. I just gave you, two examples. Instead, mothers do what they do simply superb. They have that kosher finish. She's a management mogul. She is, disciplined and routine. She gets up first. She's first one to get up in the morning. She's catering for everybody's requirement. She has a set routine. She secures the kitchen at the last and is the last one to sleep. She's the best inventory manager. She knows what all things are lying where. The average inventory of a house is about 150 odd items. And in those 150 odd items, we हमें अपनी अलमारी में या अपने जो अलमीरा है उसमें से hankies नहीं मिलते. She knows where the stuff is lying. She's the best time management expert. She knows, what time, who wants bed tea, who wants milk, whose sack lunch has to be made, whose lunch is to be packed. She's the best practitioner of stress management. I just gave you an example. She will take stress from the husband. She will take stress from the child. She'll take stress from the grandparents. Yet she's going to observe everything. She's the best material manager. She knows what to procure, how much to procure, and what to procure. She's the best resource management person. So there is a lot to learn from the mother about resource management. I just gave you an example. She starts collecting things for any event, for wedding, and she is the best or the role model for multitasking jobs. A leader never loses sight of their vision. I have already told you about the vision statement of a mother. Now I'll tell you something, because the form and manifestation of motherhood has changed a bit. It is basically the career versus the family. The career mom, you see, the biological clock versus the career clock, they are always conflicting. You have to train your staff, you have to train your family so that things fall in the right place, so that you can have seamless parenting. And mother is a full-time job. Let me tell you, there is no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. So you have to remodel yourself, you have to reformat yourself. And yes, yesterday's newspaper had list of 10 female leaders or women leaders who are drawing a huge salary, and they are so successful. So by no stretch of imagination, I'm telling you that you must sacrifice your career, because things have changed. But yes, you can have a congruence on that conflicting convergence, where you can train your staff, family, and various other people. Now, what should be the outlook of a mother? And we need mothers who are strong, so that they can be gentle. We need mothers who are educated, so that they can be humble. We need mothers who are fierce, that they can be compassionate. We need mothers who are passionate, so that they can be rational. And we require mothers who are disciplined, so that they can be free and emancipated. In future, there will be no female leaders. They'll be just leaders. I have finished, and I'll stop sharing. And now we are going to devote this time for interactive session, because there are successful, there are adorable, and there are respectable mothers who are sitting, and there's a lot to learn from them. So we can, with the permission of Ekta and Ila, we can have slightly extended interaction also.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Brigadier Datta. Even like while we were going through your presentation, while we were watching the points and the qualities of a mom, even like I didn't know that I had so many qualities as a mom. So it like there was a perpetual smile on my face while we were reading the like hearing you talk. And absolutely a mom's role is incomparable.
Yeah.
And in today's time it has become all the more difficult.
That's true. That's true.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the challenges have increased manifold.
Like a mom has to struggle at so many levels these days. There's a peer pressure amongst her own counterparts, amongst the kids in the society. उनको बच्चों को एक राइट तरीके से जो शेप करना है, उनका जो एक डायरेक्शन देना है कि हम कैसे जाएं, कैसे आगे बढ़ें. मदर के लिए आजकल खुद ही ना राइट और रॉन्ग को डिसाइड करना मुश्किल हो जाता है. अग्रीड की एक इनहेरेंट क्वालिटी होती है मदर के अंदर, that she can judge or she can decide, but nevertheless I'm not wrong if I'm saying so that it becomes very difficult for moms these days. What can the current day moms do?
Well, I told you.
हमारे पास यंग मॉम्स भी हैं और मेरे जैसी ओल्ड मॉम्स भी हैं. और हम अभी भी सिखा रहे हैं अपने बच्चों को.
Yeah. There are young moms and there are experienced moms. Yes. And what we can do is, as I told you, that's why I had inserted that point of career versus career moms, because you see today the careers are so lucrative and it is also the requirement of the day. And today you see I have seen large number of mothers also, those who have said goodbye to a very good career, which I don't propound. So what you have to do is you have to reformat yourself, and that's why I told you that you have to either train your family or train your staff. आप पुराने जमाने में भी अगर आप जाएं तो इस तरह की, जैसे जिनको अब नैनीज कहते हैं या जो दाई हुआ करती थी, या आजकल आप पुराने घरों में भी देखें आप, तो ऐसे you see one is your mother and the other person used to be like, आपने वो पन्ना धाई की कहानी सुनी होगी, दाई माँ, या दाई माँ, तो इस तरह के लोग होते हैं. So we can train. That's why I raised that point that you must train the staff so that they can look after your child and give those values what you had decided for them. So you have to reformat yourself and you have to slightly adapt yourself, and that's why adaptive leadership also comes into play.
Any questions from the ladies out here?
Brigadier Datta, there is a very integral quality of a leader, which is integrity. So what is your definition of integrity?
You see, integrity is the most important aspect as far as a leader is concerned. And when I say integrity, you see, it can be in terms of professional integrity, personal integrity, or organizational integrity. And when I say that if you have to do anything for the larger interest of the organization or your family, जैसे कई बार कहते हैं ना कि अगर कोई झूठ बोलना पड़े आपको और वो सबके हित में है, तो ऐसा झूठ बोल लेना चाहिए. So that wisdom you have to use. तभी कहते हैं ना कि what you require, it is always not necessarily that you should have knowledge, but you should have that kind of wisdom. तो विवेक का होना भी उतना ही जरूरी है जितना ज्ञान का होना जरूरी है.
सर, ये जो है यूनिटी ऑफ थॉट, वर्ड एंड डीड, वो आजकल वर्ड्स और एक्शंस में अक्सर सोचते कुछ और है, बोलते कुछ और है, करते कुछ और है. तो हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इज दिस for a leader or even for generally a person to have interaction in society?
Well, you see, they say double standards are acceptable to a limit. But when people have multi-standards, you should be slightly scared of such people. So it is, because sometimes you have to wear two hats. You have to have, two sides of your personality. It can be personal and professional. It can be organizational and professional. It can be, company-based or industry-based or environmental-based. So you have to draw that line. But yes, definitely there cannot be a total, you can't be totally going catapult, on your personality.
And for people to trust you, basically what you say should be what you mean is what you do. Isn't that an important quality for a leader? So where does a double standard come into this, Brigadier Datta?
The biggest ability for a leader is dependability.
Ji.
Yeah, because if people are not confident of you, if they are not, they don't rely on you, you are no good leader. So, and if you are able and if you are dependable, I'm sure you will be able to lead, from the front.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you.
Razina has a question for you, Brigadier Datta.
Yeah,
Go on, Razina.
Yeah.
Good evening, Brigadier Datta.
Good evening.
My question, there are two questions I have. Am I audible correctly?
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
perfect.
Okay, right. My first question is, Brigadier Datta, I think in this pandemic, a lot of parents realize that it's not about grades anymore.
Yeah.
It's about giving or teaching your child importance of self-love and a lot of life skills for that matter. Yeah. So as a parent or to mothers, do you have any tip to share with which can help them develop the future leaders, of course, but develop a child which grows into a child who is more achieved towards life skills, and learns a lot of life skills rather than only focusing on grades. So what's your suggestion or any tip to all the mothers out there?
Yeah, that's a good question. And soft skills, it was felt that we are churning out students who are becoming, like machines. They will mug up something, just puke it out in the examination and get good grades. But it has been realized that, you see, knowledge can get you good grades. They can get you good colleges. But what you require is knowledge. What you require is soft skills. And soft skill basically, encompasses decision making, good communication skills, good compatibility, empathy. And UNICEF itself has given those 10 life skills which are there. And now the new education policy is basically focusing on these aspects. And now the new education system is also, focusing that the student should be initiated into soft skills or life skills, which are learnable. You see, everybody has got a hidden talent. It is basically you have to just, slightly, dust off that child and encourage that child, and he will come out with the flying colors. So to do well in life, you have to have these life skills. Because I have seen, I keep going to this, Nainital for these UPPCS officers. I met an officer, PCS officer, brilliant guy. During lunch, he told me, I asked him, he just kept quiet. I said, just give a brief introduction so that we know the profile of the class. So he didn't say, and he just kept quiet. In lunch, he came and he told me, he says, sir, in public, I am not able to speak. And he says, this problem started in standard 12, class 12. And I used to always, even if I knew the answer, I will always tell my teacher, sir, mere ko nahi pata hai. Because you see, he started stammering and he did not want to become a laughing stock. So then I told him in the next session, I said, we will start from you only. And when I told everybody, all of you close eyes and let this guy speak. And when the workshop was over, he was more confident person than what he was earlier. So soft skills or life skills are important, and we must initiate our kids into that.
Thank you.
You have a question, Ekta?
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So there is a question that has come on Facebook, and it is in sync with the question that I wanted to ask. So I'll read what Savita has asked, that why is it that mothers are not looked at as leaders? Why no monetary return as such is linked to her capabilities? What can we do to raise her self-esteem? So similar to that, my point is that if a mother has so many inherent qualities, which of course, she also works on them, why doesn't the corporate world recognize that and give the due? One is the the pay parity between the gender, which is okay, I mean, fine, because women go in and out of work and everything. But why are they not taken up to the leadership positions? There are very few, and as you mentioned, that more women on the board, more the decision making is stronger, is more of a vision. So why doesn't that happen? Having you've worked in the army as well as in the corporate world, what would you have to say on this?
Yeah. I'll just I also face this problem, and Ila would know that Ruchi was the first lady officer who was commissioned, and I was an instructor there, in that training institute when she had come. The first course of the lady officers, when they came to the army, we were told that there'll be a separate living for them, put barbed wires, and nobody to visit them, and such like issues. And it was quite an uphill task. Later on, you see, it has been realized that it is not the gender has got nothing. It is the mental block. It is the stone walling which we have done. हमने ये सोच रखा है. I have told you, she is physically, biologically, emotionally 9 times stronger than a person. But we have that kind of stone walling. Once a PT was being conducted, so some of the Jawans told one of the lady officers, she was in my unit, "Arey ye ladki humko kya daudayegi?" That girl, she took that squad. PT is generally for 45 minutes in the army, and they did not come. So generally, once all squads are there, then only you disperse. So I asked the administrative officer, I said, yeah, where is Nalli gone? Her squad hasn't come back. I mean, please check. And that time there were no cell phones. So, after say about 1 hour, 10 minutes or so, the squad came. All the Jawans, they were panting. Their tongue was almost touching their knees. And she, when she came, she said, okay, sir, let me also do some rope climbing with these guys. And then they realized that, how strong a lady officer can be. And thereafter, she never had any problems. So it is totally the stone walling which is there. Today, that's why I showed you that slide, because there in the days to come, there are not going to be any, women leaders or men leaders. There are going to be leaders. And that bias, yes, because, some people have that kind of myopic vision. And, they will be, left to a side, and people will move on. Today, the women leaders are leading in most of the concerns. And they, you see the CBSE results. It is always the girls, who are in the top bracket, and the pass percentage is also in favor of girls. So, things, the balance of power is shifting, and it is shifting in a positive manner.
Thank you so much, Brigadier Datta. We have another question from Surbhi. I'm reading it out for you here.
Yeah.
Surbhi's question is, in today's modern time, we see lots of toxic parenting, where sometimes narcissistic traits are also seen in motherhood. And this spoils the entire family. How to deal with this and keep the respect undisputed? महाभारत में भी हमने ये देखा है. Toxic parenting is very harmful.
Yeah, You see, again, a good question. She's right. This toxic parenting or the toxic relationship, I also use this term during, leadership as toxic leaders versus the organic leaders. It is basically the offshoot of the society which is there. And one reason why I attribute is, I mean, with no offense meant to anybody, uh, the kind of nuclear families which are now, has become the order of the day. Uh, uh, the relations, the values, and the dependence has literally reduced. Today, the child thinks that because the kind of facilities which you are extending to a child, every a boy thinks that he's a prince and the girl thinks she's a princess because one child concept or I'm not against that by any stretch of imagination. But you see, when you come to the society, when you come, when you rub shoulders with the people, then you realize कि yes, वो कहते हैं ना कि सितारों से आगे जहां और भी है. And जब आपको पता लगता है कि I had a coursemate of mine. His father was running 3 banks in Kerala. So when he came, because I knew, and Ekta would know, when we went there, so I had taken that steel box, and the first thing what they did is they asked me to put that box on my head and take a round of that barrack and then sleep. And when this guy came, he said, I have come here to become an officer. So he asked me, he says, where is my office? Where is my room? I said, there'll be no separate room for you. There'll be no office. मैंने कहा ये तो ट्रेलर है, फिल्म अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. So and by morning, and within 2 days, his notions were all set right. So what we require is that, yes, that family bonding, and those things, if they are not there, the kids are going to, they sometimes act like a, frog in the puddle. And once they, come in the open society, they realize, वो कहते हैं ना कि वो कहते हैं कि ये अश्क है, कहते हैं ना, ये आंसू आंसू है, अश्क वो नहीं है. कहते हैं ये जिंदगी एक फसाना नहीं है. It is basically, there are a lot of challenges which are there. So the child or the kids have to be prepared to face the, the various nuances or the various challenges which they are going to, which they will face in the world.
Thank you. पूनम, आप भी अपना क्वेश्चन पूछ लीजिए अनम्यूट करके.
ओके.
या
थैंक यू ईला जी, और प्रणाम दत्ता सर आपको.
थैंक यू.
मेरा प्रश्न सर ये है कि मैं जो हूँ अराउंड 50 की हूँ, मेरा जो एज ग्रुप है, और बच्चों को अच्छे से हम लोग पालते हुए, जो मेरा एज ग्रुप है, जो प्रॉब्लम मेन आ रही है, सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम आ रही है जनरेशन गैप को लेके. क्योंकि लगता है सोसाइटी में इन 20 सालों में बहुत बड़ा चेंज आया है, और एक हद तक हम लोग बच्चों को फ्रेंड्स बनाने के उस पे रहते हैं. हमने उनको फ्रेंडली एटमॉस्फेयर दिया और उसी तरीके से उनको नर्चर किया, वो वैसे ही बड़े हो गए. बट एक स्टेज ऐसी आती है कि अगर हमारे 50 पॉइंट्स हैं सपोज, उसमें से हमारे 49 पॉइंट्स मैच कर रहे हैं, लेकिन एक क्वेश्चन ऐसा आता है कि वो जनरेशन गैप बन के रह जाता है, और उसमें हमारी जो मदरहुड है या पेरेंटिंग है, वो हमारा बिल्कुल फेल हो जाता है. तो उस संबंध में मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि इसमें आप क्या अपना राय देना चाहेंगे?
पूनम जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच. पहले तो मैं आपको ये बता दूं कि you are not 50, you are 30 with 20 years of experience as mother. So that is the right age. दूसरी चीज ये है, this generation gap will always remain. I mean, there is nothing you can do about it, because हर father ये कहता है, हर generation में आप ये सुनते आए होंगे that ये लड़के कुछ नहीं करेंगे, पता नहीं क्या करेंगे. And those kids, they really do well once they grow up high. Then you see, and every child has always been telling their parents or their mothers that तुम्हें कुछ नहीं आता है. और तुमको पता ही नहीं है कि दुनिया कहाँ जा रही है, हालांकि उन्हें मालूम है कि दुनिया कहाँ जा रही है और तुम कहाँ जा रहे हो, लेकिन कीपिंग इन व्यू the circumstances and the changing fiber of the society, you have to have a compromise. Ab like I'll tell you, you see, there was a time, when we were in college, and that time, you see, even wearing a jeans was a big issue. Today, your child, they are donning all kind of uniform dresses, and the languages have also changed. You see, today, if a mother asks a child or somebody, he says, how am I looking? So the kids are going to give a reply in such words which may not be, palatable, or you may not have heard it when you were kids. So the changing socio-economic scenario, you have to accept, and the adjustment has to be done by the parents, because I'm not saying that they have to lower their guard or lower their value system, but yes, we have to change with the times, because the other day I was teaching in IMA on change management. Change is a constant thing, and rest everything may be there or may not be there. So it is always better to change yourself. और उन बच्चों की जो जिस तरह की हवा चल रही है, I think we should start facing our face towards that. And yes, act as a parent, act as a person who has to control their activities. You have to have some kind of guidance and counseling to the because the kids these days are indulging. There are n number of cases in risky stimulus. I'll just give you an example. I hope we are not time critical, Ekta. Or
No, please go ahead. Please go
Please
ahead.
go ahead.
I will give you an example. There was a guy, who lost his mother. That he came from a very affluent family, lots of money. His father was busy in business. He was the only child, and then he realized that he started interacting with people of all kind of people. Then one day he realized he got into a bad company, and without realizing or without any intent, he committed a murder. I mean, the death took place, and without realizing the consequences, he got into so much of trouble, and the father has to bail him out, but almost 10 to 12 years were lost. So my request to the parents is that please keep an eye on your kids. By no stretch of imagination, I'm telling you, you should be helicopter parents, that you are hovering on them. Yes, be their friend, but please keep them warning that don't get into any kind of risky stimulus. Be their friend. That's why I'm telling you, most of the kids, they confide in mothers. The fathers, and the father will get a report, as they call it in the army, via मुकेरियां. वो घूम के आती है आपके पास report. So it is always better that yes, we must indulge, we must get involved with them, but let them tread the way they want to. Just keep an eye on them.
Brigadier Datta, in these COVID times, lot of people, motherhood was put to the test because lot of children of all ages developed psychological problems. That is one thing. It was very difficult for mothers to deal with it because the father would be, doing his online work and everything. That's one thing. And secondly, this is not related, Datta Saab. Gratitude is something that is a very desirable quality, be it in a leader, be it in an individual. But somehow the quotient of gratitude is reducing severely. So what can be done, particularly by the mothers in this area? Because a leader needs, this quality very essentially towards his team. So, what are your suggestions, Brigadier Sir?
You see, this is a very important point which you have raised, and you see the value system which we talked. It is the mother who can, give these values. They can keep telling those children. You see, why do you tell your child, okay, beta, share this thing with other friends? It is basically you are inculcating those habits that you can share. You can, part things so that you don't feel deprived. So it is, and partiality was one of the points which I had raised. It is the duty of the parents to keep every child at par. And if you are not doing that, you are breeding some kind of contempt and you are ruining the institution of family.
Yes.
You have to have, that iron fist with the velvet glove. So,
जी.
yeah, so the value system, मतलब आपको उनको ये बताना है कि जो प्राप्त है वो पर्याप्त है.
जी.
Yeah,
जी, जी.
because,
सही कहा.
there is no end. There is no point, me getting influenced by yours, your car is bigger than mine.
जी,
What you
जी.
require is, you see, what you require is the comfort zone.
जी.
I'll just give you an example. My father, he retired as a general from the army. One day when I had gone, he said, "Yeah, I want, let's buy a motorcycle." So I said, "For whom?" So he says, "I want to buy it." So I said, why do you want to buy a bike? He says, "Nahi, mujhe, when I go and visit my sister, so she stays in downtown, तो वो गलियां, आगरा में छोटी-छोटी गलियां होती हैं, तो वहां आप जा नहीं सकते. तो कहते यार मुझे कार में बड़ी दिक्कत होती है, तो I want to. And, so I told him, so I thought he's just joking. Then in the afternoon after, lunch, he says, let's go, you drop me to that showroom. And he bought a bike and he used to drive it. So it is the convenience which you have to see. It is not a status. I told him, what will people think that you are going on a bike? He says, yeah, so what? So it is not basically कि हमारी जिंदगी आधी इसी में निकल जाती है.
लोग क्या कहेंगे?
और कहता कोई नहीं है.
किसी को टाइम नहीं है.
किसी को टाइम नहीं है. The only thing, people will, paint you in a very good light or very good colors is, the day you said, you say goodbye to the world. यार बहुत ही बढ़िया आदमी थे, बड़े positive थे. He was very nice. और बस बाकी तीसरे दिन से वो दोबारा बुराई शुरू करने. And उस दिन बंदे को भी लगता है कि यार मैं क्यों मर गया. He literally wants to, rise and shine again. कि people are, speaking so good about me. ये तो व्यर्थ ही में मारा गया.
या जी, इसीलिए कहते हैं ना, we should celebrate life. We should not celebrate when the person has gone. We should be able to appreciate them when they are there, हमारे सामने.
And it is mother, who see and celebrate, who are seeing you progressing.
Yes.
And celebrating. That's why the definition of a modern mother is that she's Annapurna in kitchen, she's caring with kids, she's considerate with parents, she's cerebral at work, and she's celebrated by all.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
So there's another comment or an indirect question that has come on Facebook by Rashmi Sanganeria, that a leader means neta in Hindi, right?
Yeah.
But abhi to netaon ki definition alag ho gayi hai. So kya abhi wali mothers ka bhi aisa hi role ho raha hai? Given that, obviously there is always a dilemma between career and family, but I think it is something related to the toxic parenting, an extension to that, and a more focused question or a comment here. What do you have to say to that?
You see, that's again a very good question. That's why I'm telling you, I'm surrounded by brilliant mothers and who are, but chalo koi nahi, kyunki jab sab tarah se fire aaye, and that is what army has taught.
You've been put on a spot on this one.
Yeah. So I'm putting on that bulletproof jacket. BPJ. Okay. So that's a very good question, because what happens is that if you are not prepared yourself, if you are not, because the form and manifestation has changed. The flavor of the environment is changing, and we have to change. So, it is our duty that yes, we must change, but as I told you, you must change with an acceptable degree. You should not change just for the heck of it. You should not change just for the heck of it. Yes, those values which are there. You see, what you said is right. You see, today, the moment you say, there is a difference between a neta and leader. You see, leadership has its own sanctity. Leadership has its own reverence. But unfortunately, leadership has become dealership. Today, people are spending money so that they can attract more money. You see, otherwise, the kind of facilities which are there for any leader or any neta, he's basically there to help people. There's no comparison, but the kind of spirals which they have created for themselves, their generations are going to bask under the sunshine of that. So there is a definition shift and a definite shift between the leadership and the kind of dealership. You see, earlier, if you take the cases of teachers, you see, earlier the teachers used to, teach, and the children used to learn. Today, teachers trade and students consume.
Yes.
So that is the shift which has come about.
Also, I think honesty would be one differentiating factor. These days, our netas don't feel the need to be very honest about things. But if you're to be a good leader, you have to be honest and accountable. Maybe that would set you apart, whether you're a neta or you're just a leader otherwise.
No, there are good leaders also. I'll just give you an example of George Fernandez. During Kargil war, you see, I was detailed as a protocol officer to receive him. So I had gone to receive him at the airport. He came, and we had taken a bulletproof, he was the then defense minister. So I had taken a bulletproof 2 of the vehicles. So I told him, sir, you please sit in this. And he said, no, I don't, I want to sit in that open gypsy. I told him, you can't sit in that. And he says, no, he says, I'm the defense minister. Yeah. So what if somebody, sir, people are aware that you have come. He says, so what? And he sat in that open gypsy. And when I reached my headquarters, I was hauled up by everybody. He says, why did you, sir, I tried my level best. You tell him that why, can you tell the defense minister that why did you? And he was one person, let me tell you, when he had a official house in Delhi, he was entitled some kind of security and guard and, all those kind of things. He removed the gates, the main gates of his house, and he said, I am the defense minister, let anybody come and kill me. He says, if I am the defense minister, if I am scared, what kind of, defense minister am I? He says, please remove the gates so that by mistake, nobody closes them. You see, you take the case of Ram. When Ram was going, you see, his father, Dashrath, he loved his son so much. दशरथ को आप लोगों को पता होगा कि उन्हें कभी मोक्ष प्राप्त नहीं हुआ क्योंकि उनकी आसक्ति अपने बेटे में इतनी थी. He loved him so much. तो जब वो जाने लगे बनवास, much against his wishes, he told him that I am going to send a portion of the army with you. He said, no, I don't want it. He says, I am going to send some bodyguards with you. He says, no, I don't want it. He says, then how will you survive? He says, if I am the Rakshak, if I am the crown prince, if I require these kind of security, how am I going to defend those people? He says, you will have people who are making or growing bamboo, bheel hai, ye hai. तो कहता ठीक है. He says, जो bamboo grow कर रहा है वो मेरे लिए धनुष बनाएगा. जो भील है वो मेरे लिए भाले या ढाल तलवारें बनाएगा. And जो पक्षी वगैरह हैं वो उनका मैं और कोई सदुपयोग करूंगा. And this is how I'm going to consolidate myself. So that is one of the best examples of transformational leadership or adaptive leadership.
Yes.
Sir, integrity, top to bottom integrity.
Yes. आपका चुनाव चिन्ह इंटेग्रिटी है लगता है.
In fact,
Totally.
Brigadier Datta, the example that you just shared about, Ram and Dashrath, I think that in itself, we're talking basically walk the talk.
Yeah.
For women, if they don't demonstrate those leadership skills at home, or for that matter, women don't really step out to work or pursue their career, I think in some way or the other, we will convey a wrong examples to the upcoming mothers, especially the daughters here, and not trying to be biased towards the sons, but by default, a son or a man will go out to work, right? He is the bread earner. And I don't think for generations to come that is going to change unless, those mental blocks go away. So I think for mothers, it is imperative to really pursue whether it is their career or the passion, and leave a message to the child that look, it's not just the dad who needs to work, it's a mom who's also gainfully engaged in something, even if it is monetary or not monetary, doesn't matter. So I think for all mothers here, we really need to pursue our passion, our career. Only then will we be able to pass on the baton of being good leaders to our children. Otherwise, this is all bookish and we'll all feel just good about it that, oh, we have so many qualities in us, but we need to demonstrate it, I feel so.
Yeah, that's a very well point, very nicely put across by Ekta. That you see that mental thinking and shift has to take place. And you see, most of the people are now of the, you see, now there are people who are distributing sweets when the, baby girl is born. And let me tell you, you see, we are three brothers. It is every time, the girl or the, of the family has reached the, home first in case of crisis. So it is not, and as I told you, people are now, casting those chains and that kind of mental block. And today, but yes, of course, those myopic thinkers will always be there, जिनकी सोच और नीयत भी छोटी है.
Absolutely. And I think your last slide was very, very impactful, that there will be no male or female leaders, there will be just leaders. And if any of you get your hands on the book Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg, who's the CEO for Facebook, that book is written from a lady and a mother's perspective. How she balanced her career and her time, and she had her two kids, and how her husband was supportive, and how she was, viewed that, okay, a lady cannot really lead, but imagine today she's the COO for Facebook, and she's worked with some of the prominent names. If you get your hands, do read that book. That book is absolutely impactful. And with Brigadier Datta's permission, she makes a statement that, it is not always that we need to be perfect. We should aim to do the thing and not always look for perfection. And I think we as mothers are always looking for perfection. And, and that's why we have that guilt, that regret of not being able to do something for our children or for our own self because of that perfectionism that we want. And I don't think we can be perfect. And that's what we look in our children also. I mean, guilty with everyone else, myself also, with just 4 years of motherhood experience. But I think that is something that we all really need to ponder over. And I have Resina here, who's also a parent coach.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
Resina, if you could share a little bit on the topic that we're discussing, it will be really insightful.
Right. So, Ekta, you wanted to talk about the adaptive leadership, or what you just mentioned, spoke of the guilt-free
Whatever,
parenting?
your inputs about mothers being as coach, or,
Sure.
what would be your inputs to all the mothers who are, listening
Sure.
to us here or
Sure.
on Facebook?
Sure. So, with your permission, Brigadier Datta, can I
Yeah,
share something?
please,
Great.
please. This
Great.
platform is for that only.
Right. So, from my side, I have just 3 things to talk about. The first thing is that guilt-free parenting, yes, that's something which is really burning down parents, and especially mothers, okay? So what I would want to just share and tell every mother is that every mother is a successful mother. There is no mother who can be a failure. Okay, that's one. Second is, when you actually parent your children without being guilty, you will see they will be positively affected. Versus when you are guilty in doing everything, it reflects in you, in your behavior and in your tone. So if you remove your guilt out, you will see that the way you are parenting your children is transforming, and the children are more receptive to you, to understand and actually do something which you ask them to. So that's one part. In coming back to developing leaders, right? As a parent, this is something which I have practiced, and it's worked for me and for many parents. And what I would want to say is that create future generation in your kid. Yeah. If you parent your children with this thought that I am creating a future generation which is going to be more happier, yeah, that's the most first important aspect. If you think about parenting your children with this aspect, that I want my child to be the future happier version of himself or herself, you will automatically parent the child towards aspects which is going to make him or her more happier. So academics is one area which is definitely important and should be focused on. But as a parent and as a parenting coach, I always tell everyone that give them wings to be creative and make them use their right brain along with their left brain. Yeah. Because when children use both the left and the right, they turn out to be very different individuals, very confident, and their emotions are intact, because creativity helps you to manage your emotions as well. And they only grow up as happier children as well as accomplished adults. This is something which I would like to share with everyone here. And
Perfect.
sorry,
May
and
I?
one more thing.
One more you have.
Happier children, happier future generation are going to be the best leaders we can ever have. Yeah, that's what I would like to say.
Wonderful. Savita, do you want to ask something?
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for your talk. Uh, it indeed reminded me once again that I am a leader as a mother. It reminded me once again
Yes,
and
yes.
brought me present to many more qualities of mine as a leader and as a mother. So thank you so much for that. Okay, by profession, I am a lawyer and I am India's first author on the subject of relationship with in-laws.
Oh, very good.
So my book is called Rising in Love with Your In-Laws, available on Amazon. So my question is, although the book it itself has many aspects of having it unlocks the code basically. But what my question is specifically, I would like your inputs so that I can counsel my clients with your inputs also. That how can a mother-in-law be a leader? Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I will address this question. And you see, I lost my mother-in-law, say about 2 months back. A wonderful lady, a lady whom I admire the most, a lady, who is to speak very less, lady with a virtue. It's not that, she is my mother-in-law, or I'm just talking about a lady. And since you have done a lot of work on that, we hardly used to speak, but that bonding was so much. The kind of values, she had, the kind of outlook she had, and she was a working woman. And let me tell you, in good old days, there were no facilities. She would change, 2-3 buses to go and teach. She will come and, look after the family. And that time, the family values and the expectations were different. Because you see, in some of the families, there are people who won't even, pick up a glass of water, and they will expect this thing. But you see, it is not about, mother-in-law or in-laws or, such like this thing. It is about the human values which a person has. It is the kind of bonding which you have. It is the kind of compatibility which you have. You see, there is no perfect person in this world. There's nobody. Even if you, look at your face in mirror, you are going to find a lot of faults with you. If you look at your hands in a microscope, you will not be able to eat the meal in the evening, because you'll find that it is all, so infected. So it is basically the fine balance which you have to strike. It is basically, you have to see that, how the relationship can grow, how they can nourish, because relationship is all about nourishing them. It is flourishing them. It is not about putting them on a test bed and trying to, it is not a chemical equation कि आपने उसमें NaC इतना नमक डाला, क्लोरीन डाल दिया तो NaCl बन गया या कुछ हो गया. It is basically adjusting. It is adapting to circumstances. It is acceptability which is there. Because वो कहते हैं ना कि हर किसी को मुकम्मल जहां नहीं मिलता, किसी को जमीन नहीं मिलती, किसी को आसमान नहीं मिलता. So it is basically, and those ideas have to be shed. There have been, what Lord Ram said, that Kekai, she was very happy when he was going for this Banwas, but she was the saddest person, because she was reeling under that guilt, that what have I done? You see, whatever I had planned, nothing fructified. Her own son refused, that I'm not going to sit on the throne. So all her dreams were shattered. And that is the worst punishment a person can undergo. So it has got nothing. I have seen, good, mothers, good mother-in-laws, good this thing. And of course, the other variants are also available.
So you mean to say compatibility, working on compatibility and nourishing the relationship, the relationship. That would be a leader mother-in-law.
Yes, it has.
I'm thankful to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah.
And we have another week coming up actually. आपको आरती कुछ पूछना है, बात करनी है?
जी मेरे को ये कहना था कि how does a mother instill values? I'll just name a few key important values which I feel generally is not there that much. I might be repetitive. One is honesty. Second is trust. 3 is keeping your word, gratitude, and आप मेरे को बोलेंगे integrity. But how does a mother instill these values in her children? Because later in life is when it comes out. But how does she instill it in her child as a mother?
See, there is no structured classes as far as mothers are concerned. You see, it is basically the day a child is born, I told you it is love at first sight, the instant bonding is there, between the child. And the first thing, of course, you all would know better. I have only learned it, and I have learned from people that, the child first time recognizes from the fragrance that she is my mother. That recognition mechanism starts later. So it is that bonding. So there are no structured, classes. The child is going to learn from the mother that, okay, what kind of sacrifices she is doing. How honest is she to the work? How honest is she to the, the hygiene and sanitation part in the kitchen? What kind of, hard work she's doing. She gets up, she's the first one to get up. And today, if you are comfortable, you see, trust. Why do you go and sleep? It is the mother who's securing the bolts and locking the houses. You just have your dinner and, you go to sleep. So it is, there are no structured classes or there is no app which you can download. As I told you in the first session I had. Leadership, it is being together. It is learning. It is symbiotic learning from each other.
Setting an example.
Yeah.
Setting an example.
Setting an example, yeah. It is
बच्चा जाने अनजाने में सीखता चला जाता है. वही
exactly,
दैट इज व्हाई हम बोलते हैं कि अ मदर शुड लीड बाय एग्जांपल.
exactly.
अगर वो लाइफ में रूटीन से अपनी सुबह से लेकर रात तक एक रूटीन फॉलो करेंगी, अपना कंडक्ट में इंटीग्रिटी की जैसे आप बात कर रहे थे, बच्चा देखता है लाइफ लॉन्ग और उसी को एब्जॉर्ब करता है.
Yes.
Can I just say one thing here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Small thing. So it's
Yeah.
like for a child, the parent is a mirror, you know, and
Correct.
the child just looks into it every second, every day. So as Ila said, and all of us are saying, of course, you have to set an example. But always, as a mother, I have imagined myself as a mirror for the child. So when you have that mindset, automatically you behave and you enact those values and qualities which your child starts learning, and it helps the child when the child really goes out all in the world and becomes the great leader he or she is. So this
That's
mirror
beautiful.
is something which kinds of sums it up all.
That's
Yeah,
right.
and I'd like to
Yes.
add to this, Razina, that if we are the mirror for them, they are the mirror for us.
Yeah.
Because the moment they
Yes.
do something which is not appropriate as per the value system that we are trying to imbibe, it is a reflection on us that
True.
we need to introspect and retrospect as to
Yes.
what is going wrong where.
Yeah. Ekta, that is what I meant. You come to know when the child is grown up, and then it's a reflection on the inputs we have put in from the beginning, how they mold and grow up, then reflects back on us actually as mothers, I guess.
I mean, of course, you have a grown-up daughter, and so does Ela, and I think I am the one who has the least amount of experience of being a mother. But having done close to about 40 talk shows with mothers, I think what I get a sense from them is that it is not about coaching or mentoring the child. It is not about fixing them. I think it is more important to fix ourselves, because we are the ones who come with a
That's
lot of legacy
yes,
and the baggage.
yes,
So
that is true.
why it is very important to keep seeing how the child behaves. Like, if I behave in a certain manner and I see that change in my daughter, if I'm like, let us say, if I'm losing my patience more often than otherwise, I will see she become more adamant, she'll be more stubborn, she will not respond to me. And the moment I change my stance with her, I see a 180-degree change in her. And that's when I know
Absolutely.
that there's nothing wrong with her. She is being who she is. It's me who needs
Yes.
to really fix. So I think at this note,
I just one last observation और थोड़ा off track या जो भी, ये एक बड़ा फेमस कहावत है कि एक माँ ही घर बनाती है बिगाड़ती है टाइप्स, ठीक है ना. तो मुझे इस कहावत से एक प्रॉब्लम है. वैसे आप लोग दत्ता कम है, क्योंकि इस पे प्रेशर बहुत होता है. और वो प्रेशर इतना ज्यादा होता है कि मतलब हम लोग की ग्रूमिंग भी ऐसी हुई है कि हम लोग भी उस प्रेशर में अपने आप को अगर बच्चे के मार्क्स गलत खराब आए तो भी हमें, और जब अच्छे आए तो भी हम अपने आप को इतना ईगो में ले जाते हैं. तो मुझे लगता है इसका बहुत ज्यादा असर हो रहा है. इस पर कुछ मैं सुनना चाहूंगी, और हम इसको कैसे कर सकते हैं. मुझे लगता है how can we reduce this kind of stress?
Can I
Because
इसका
स्पाइरल इफेक्ट होता है. इसका स्पाइरल इफेक्ट होता है. मदर्स बच्चे को अपना रिपोर्ट कार्ड समझती हैं, और अगर बच्चा फेल होता है तो मदरहुड की फेलियर आती है.
Yes, Savita, very nicely, you have put across this point, and it is, yes, it takes toll on the mothers or any person for that matter who has been put on this test bed. But you see, it is like, you must have seen, it is like anvil and the hammer. So the mother is like an anvil, and the pressures are like a hammer. But you require that kind of anvil to shape. अब जैसे आप वो जब लोहार उस पे anvil पे मारता है लोहे से उसको गर्म करके, तो then only it gets into a shape, whether he's making a knife, whether he's making a sword, or whether he's making any other component. So the role of anvil is very, very important. Yes, you will be put under a lot of stress. You will be put under a lot of beating. Beating when I say, in terms of stress. But yes, you are the epicenter, you are the fulcrum, or you are the focal point of the institution of family. And as I told you, I have seen a number of houses where when the mother has gone, the house has collapsed. I still remember when my mother was in the terminal stages, uh, and the doctors had said 16th of November, and on 31st I was posted here in Army headquarters. She told me, are you coming for the new year? So I told her I don't have leave and I have an office to attend. So he says, what time your office is over? I said 5:30. So he says, ask your driver to be there. 5:30, you start, you will reach Agra by say about 9:30. No New Year party, starts before 10 o'clock. So I had no, reason, and she gave me, a binary choice that yes, or a Hobson's choice that you please come. So that is the kind of personality she had. And thereafter, वो कहते हैं ना कि उनके रहने से घर में नूर था, उनके जाने के बाद चरागों में रोशनी न रही, हर आदमी बिखर गया. So इस तरह की जो ये चीजें हैं, we have to redefine our role, and a mother is the fulcrum of any this thing.
ब्रिगेडियर दत्ता, फिर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की शेयरिंग नहीं होती.
शेयरिंग नहीं, अच्छे उन्हें होती भी है, अच्छे लोग ऐसे नहीं है. देखिए हर जगह आपको हाँ संत मिलेंगे, हर जगह शैतान मिलेंगे, हर जगह साधु मिलेगा, हर जगह आपको नायक मिलेंगे, खलनायक मिलेंगे. तो वो हर जगह हैं, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. और अंत में मैं आपको एक चीज कहना चाहता हूँ कि लेडी हैज टू, आई गिव यू अ डेफिनेशन ऑफ ए मॉडर्न मदर, लाइक, बट आपको एक चीज अब वो करना पड़ेगा, द वुमेन हैड टू शेड दैट, वो कहते हैं ना कि सुनो द्रौपदी शस्त्र उठा लो, सुनो द्रौपदी शस्त्र उठा लो, अब गोविंद ना आएंगे, अब गोविंद ना आएंगे, छोड़ो मेहंदी खड़ग संभालो, अब गोविंद ना आएंगे. So you have to, have a very tough exterior, and then you have to face the world, because देखिए ये शक्ति जो पीठ थी, दुर्गा थी, ये जितने आपके ये राक्षस हुए, उनका वध किसने किया है? देवियों ने किया है, चाहे वो महिषासुर हो, कोई भी हो. So the power lies with you, and yes, they have to be. वो कहते हैं ना कि गीता में भी कहा है कृष्ण ने कि हर फैमिली वाले का या हर रिश्तेदार का आप एहतराम कीजिए, रिस्पेक्ट कीजिए, लेकिन if they work against you, if they are conspiring against you, if they are not letting you live in peace, उनका संहार करना, उन दुष्टों का उद्धार करना है.
धर्म है ये हमारा.
Very nice, beautiful.
सर, चंडी
I
का
think,
रूप ले लें.
We've been here for the last 1 hour 45 minutes, and we have one more session with Brigadier Datta, which is going to be a pure Q&A. So hold on to your questions if you have any more. And across the series, be it on leadership, adaptive leadership, or role of mothers. So I think we must now call this a session today. Otherwise, this is one topic which we as mothers can just go on and on and on. So let's allow Brigadier Datta to remove his bulletproof jacket that he's been wearing for quite some time. And we will all see you on the 30th of December.
Yes.
Like he just shared the instance where his mom said to be there for the New Year's party, and office gets over at 5:30, so he can be in Agra. So let's all kind of diarize 30th December. Time we shall let you know. It will be either 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. And let's come with the loads of questions, because that's going to be the culmination of this leadership series. So once again, thank you, Brigadier Datta, for an insightful session and making all mothers feel so good about themselves.
Yes.
And now it's our turn to internalize. And Savita, please do read the book Lean In. I'm sure you will get a lot of answers to your questions. So,
Immense
thank you, ladies.
gratitude.
Yeah. Back to you, Ela.
Yeah. So immense gratitude to you, Brigadier Datta. And a big thank you to all the wonderful ladies, all the wonderful moms out here. And do join us on the 30th of this month. So let's say a nice goodbye to this year with some nice question answer round, जहाँ पे हम सब मिलकर एक नए राष्ट्र के निर्माण की तरफ जाएंगे. आज बहुत अच्छा लगा, बहुत मजा आया, और ये एक ऐसा टॉपिक है जिसपे हम ना मंथली नहीं, काफी महीनों के लिए सीरीज एक कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं पेरेंटिंग के ऊपर. एंड एकता एंड मी आर ऑफ कोर्स प्लानिंग एंड वर्किंग ऑन दैट आल्सो. उसमें भी we'll love to have another session by Brigadier Datta. And thank you so much, Brigadier Datta. And let's meet again on 30th. Time we shall let you know. Bye bye.
Thank
Signing
you.
off.
And
Thank you.
I want to thank all participants for meaningful, interjections which they have done. And, I'm also taking a lot of points. I have made some notes also.
Thank you so much.
Superb. Everybody,
you.
please be safe and take care. We'll meet on the 30th of December.
Yes.
Thank you. Good
Thank
evening.
Thank
Have a great
you. Thank you.